So here I am back from Shorely 45. Had a fantastic time at the show. I really wanted to have these videos done much sooner than I have here, but I got back home and had all sorts of fun adventures with the stuff that goes with home ownership, including having one of my cats that I'm watching. It's actually my mother's law cat. Knock down an entire shelf of DVDs and Blu-rays and little statues and Funko Pops, and somehow the entire thing came down, went over my extremely expensive 4K TV and missed it completely. Like it shattered in the case for Iron Man 2 and the front of Spider-Man Homecoming, but probably 50 or 60 other movies made it just fine. One picture got the glass cracked on it. Uh, I don't know. Some guardian angel was watching out for me though for that. So while I was gone, I had stupidly ordered a bunch of stuff that showed up on my doorstep. Of course, the weekend I was out of town. So I have one of my buddies named Henry. He stopped by every day, unprompted, after I told him my problem, and he saved a couple of the boxes from being too soggy. Unfortunately, one of the boxes that was coming in from a guy in Canada, it did get to sit out there in a puddle for a few hours, and there were three things in it that weren't wrapped in plastic, and they just got completely soaked. So that's a future video, though. Today I'm going to be talking about variant covers because what you're looking at right now, I believe, is a 2024 New York Comic Con exclusive cover for Star Trek number 500. It's a set of four. I managed to find a nice collection of them, or a lot. Yeah, a nice lot of them on eBay for a price that I thought was fair. And I got all four of them. I don't actually know off the top of my head who did these. So, in the spirit of just winging it, Star Trek number 500. We're going to go to my own website and see if I logged it there. Maybe. Let's see. Actually, I have a monitor up like over my main monitor here, so that's why I'm like looking off up to the right. I'm not trying to lie to you. All right, so this top one is Ryan Kincaid. Uh, it's a pretty good cover. I've read the comic that's inside of it like 1,000 times. It's a odd collection of people that are on the front. Picard, Kirk, and Seven, who was never a captain in any of the TV series, so I don't know what that is. The next one is a rather fun cover. This one is a full foil um, by Dan Parrott. And I only know that because he has a really nice signature right there. Um, but yeah, it's got that full foil, so you can actually even see the camera that I've got hooked up above this, which I had a brief conversation with one of my buddies on a Facebook, the Star Trek Weekly comic book page on Facebook, about if this kind of cover is considered a foil cover, or the kind of book that has just like foil enhancements, like that, like just the words are foil. I say that this is a foil cover, and the other ones are just like foil enhanced. So if just the logo's foil, then that's what that would be. I'm trying to see if I have any of those sitting around here or not. William Shatner. No, see, this would be a full foil too. It doesn't matter. I would like to hear your opinions though. The third book here is just the Star Trek logo, but this one is also a foil-esque cover. IDW really went crazy with their look at it. Yeah, see, he's got camera. Yeah, you can see my microphone set up and the webcam, and yeah. I'm getting serious though when you're looking at the the top loaders, which that's what this is. You load the comic book. There we go. It goes in that way, which is incidentally also how the cards work. And I got a five. This is like a $5 set of these. I think there's like 20 of them in here. 10 of no 25. Because my wife bought 2 packs of Lorcana cards while we were up there, and somehow struck an enchanted card while we were up there, and we already had one back home. We didn't have any of those top loaders, so I got comic book top loaders and card top loaders because she's lucky with the draws, man. I let her do all my pickings and drawings and selections of comics when it comes to line bags, because she always tends to come up with stuff that I enjoy. The next one is this lovely book right here with a bunch of people that looks like it would evoke a Reading Rainbow kind of feeling to it. Um, and I like this one too. Do I have the name of the Bill Galvin? That's a very nice cover. And then so those are the four. There's four of them that were for the 2014. Man, I don't know which way I'm going there. There we go. Yay, look at that! Yay. I'm really happy to have these in my collection. Uh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get all the 500 variants because there's a ton of them out there, and some of them are getting kind of expensive. I think there were two by Alex Ross, one of which was on his store, and one of which was only for people that subscribe to his monthly comic box that he sends out. So, like, I'll keep an eye on eBay for both of those. Oh man, just thinking about how much those are going to cost, though, they're probably going to be outside of my spend limit. I'm not sure what my upper limit would be. While I was at Shore Leave, I actually saw a copy of Star Trek #1 there, and the guy wanted $200, and I might have been able to talk him down from that, but it was the first time I've ever seen one of those books, but it was a little beat up. But I don't know what I'm really holding out for. I can go get a 9.3 off of eBay for $1,200. Bit of a price difference, and it's in a cask. So I don't know, man. So these were variants for, I believe, the ongoing Star Trek series. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but these were the 1 in 50 covers. The images that I have on my website and ones that I've seen from previews do not do these covers justice. The colors really pop with the stuff that's going on in the background, and in person, it looks damn near 3D. It really does. Same thing with the other one that I got. These are the two that I got from Wade's Comics up in. It's not Lancaster. We got family up in the town that this was at. So, oh geez, I'm really like blanking here. But yeah, Wade's Comics. It was a fantastic store. They were very friendly in there. It was unfortunately a highly cluttered store. So if you wanted to look through all their boxes, you would not be able to because there's just like stuff stacked on top of all their boxes and there's boxes on top of boxes. So there's books like these though that they were selling these on eBay. Um, I think their eBay prices were slightly more than what they sold me in the store, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with getting a deal. But the eBay stuff was already pulled out and set aside in a section where you just came in and said, "Hey, I want those two eBay books," and he knew exactly what I was talking about when I said the Star Trek Floating Head comic books. Um, the rest of the books that I have here are GalaxyCon exclusives. Like they're all GalaxyCon exclusives, but most of them are 500, issue 500. This is a fantastic looking cover. I need to go through here and put down the artists for all these, but I'm holding this one handed, but it's a top loader, so it's much more less flexible, sturdy, rigid. There we go. It's more rigid. So fantastic cover with a whole bunch of cool people on it. This is it's a foil cover of William Shatner as Captain Kirk, and I'm much less excited about this one because this is a well used photo of him. If not this specific one, like I know we all know that movie pretty well. Then this is an encounter at the S9. Yeah, I don't have the artist for this on the website either. And then these two are goofy as all get out. It's I want to say that's Gary Seven watching Star Trek on TV, which if you remember, he was kind of like a time guardian. Oh, and here's a black and white version of the same cover, I don't think it was any difference in price, but in theory, the black and white one should be more rare than the color one, but I don't think that's how that actually works out. Let me see if I have any of the other like fancy covers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. There's this one, which is fun. Oh, you can't see the backside of it. So this one's fun because it's a gatefold comic. It actually that art cover goes all the way around, but I have it bagged and board inside a top loader. Which is that overkill? Should I have it bagged and boarded? Hmm, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? This is a this yeah, this specific wraparound comic is explicitly something I would want to do. Oh, look at that! That's dangerous. Take this tape off completely. They put painter's tape. Not sure how I feel about that. First time I saw painter's tape on a box or a bag and a board, I thought it was a cheap trick. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there we go. So we got Q. Nope, this way. Yeah, there we go. We got Q. We got the koala. He's reading a bunch of comic books, and he's no wait, man, which hand am I using? Yeah, the Hey Kids comic spinner, which is a deep cut for those of you that used to buy comics off a spinner. And then on the back, it's got a bunch of the characters from the series as action figures. Maybe mint, but they are definitely not in original packaging. But we got the original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Discovery, and Strange New Worlds. So this, I want to say Prodigy and what's the other one? Lower Decks. They were both out when this came out, so they only did the live action. Yeah, so great cover. I'm gonna keep it so that I can flip it back and forth and look at it. One of my few CGC graded comic books that I have floating around my house is a first appearance of the Rocketeer, which is not he's not featured on the cover. He was the backup story to a completely different comic book series, and he gets a splash title page sort of on the back page. So the two of these, this is a Kirk and Tribble variant of the Valentine's Day special. Very fun to see Kirk in love with his Tribbles. Although, if I remember correctly, the Tribbles at this point were dead. And then this is a variant that was a GalaxyCon exclusive of the 1 in 10 variant that my comic shop did not get. So I'm going to have to go to eBay to get the non foil version of this book. This series, by the way, absolutely not what you would expect from that cover. That cover would suggest that it is some sort of horror-esque or horror adjacent series, but it isn't. That's not what it is at all. I'm not sure how that camera got so up high. We were all the way down here. There we go. Um, I don't know. The retro series is TBD, but that's the stuff that I had waiting for me, and also I brought back with me in the case of the floating head books. Uh, they're pretty cool. I want to say this is the first Trek stuff that I've ever put into top loaders. I think I have like a copy of Spawn #1 that I bought personally, so it's in rough condition, but it means a lot to me. So it goes into one of those. And I got a first appearance of the Smart Hulk and the first appearance of Gambit, and that Gambit one is also in extremely rough condition. But that's one that I bought myself back when it originally came out on newsstand. So I probably got it from a Champion convenience store when I was buying comic books with my allowance or money my parents gave me to just get out of the house. Um, so on that topic, what kind of variants do you have in your collection, if you have any at all?